Hi everybody, Brett here, and a little friend you might recognise. Say hi, Ruxby. Just like to thank everybody, all the press, sharers, backers, and the most amazing team in comics for making Torsobear the most fun thing I've ever done. So, as a treat, we've organised a little reading of the original story, Clean Heart, Dirty Paws, for you right now. Thanks. Bye!
Ruxby Bear is a happy bear. He finished Fisher Pietro Police College last week with degrees in investigation and stitchology. Ruxby is happy because today is his first day as a police detective in the Toyburg Police, there to protect the happiness of all the toys in town. Even the Lemonade Rain can't get him down. Lieutenant Chuckles of Toyburg Police said that Hasbro should be Ruxby's partner, so that he could teach him about the job.
Teddies,
Hasbro says.
You soft sacks ain't cut out for this kind of work.
The old soldier isn't nice to Ruxby Bear. His broken voice reed buzzes horribly about how
Teddies are better off counting chocolate coins at the banks
and
dancing for dolls on TV
instead of protecting, because they are not,
made for the rough stuff.
and they know it. Then Hasbro calls Ruxby the most horrid word you can ever call a bear. He says,
Fluff bags should stay in the box.
and though Ruxby is still happy, he is a little hurt by the racist old toy. This isn't how I thought it would be, Ruxby thinks. Ruxby and Hasbro arrive at the alley on Roosevelt Boulevard. The lieutenant told them they had to bootlace it because something nasty had happened there, something a young bear with a degree in stitchology could help them with. As Ruxby and his partner are about to enter the crime scene, a young Pinata patrol toy pushes past them. He is in ever such a hurry, and he looks very ill indeed. Oh dear, Ruxby thinks to himself. He doesn't look at all happy. Whatever can be the matter with him? Ruxby Bear was told that being a police toy was a tough job, so he decides that he has to push on and be very brave. But Hasbro can see that he's worried.
See?
He smirks nastily.
I told you that some playthings should stay in the box.
Hasbro shows Ruxby what they had come to see. He says,
This is your first taste of Toyburg police work.
all fuzzy notions leave Ruxby's fuzzy little head, except for one. Dear Geppetto, no! Hasbro tells poor little Ruxby,
You best get to it, Mr. Stitchologist. We need to know what happened here.
While he investigates, Officer Nelly's voice booms like an empty bucket that, This is the third bear this month. Ruxby has been a brave bear and done his duty. Shaking a little, he tells the officers, I've examined the open seams, and I conclude that she was disassembled with a B-12 stitch picker. An illegal weapon of that grade suggests that black market haberdashers are involved.
Big idea for a fresh soft sack like you,
Hasbro says.
Only solid lead we have, though. I'll cup string the lieutenant as we drive back.
I always believed in you, Geppetto.
Ruxby Bear thought.
You, the great toy maker that looked after us playthings, made sure we walked the path, did right by each other, and spread happiness wherever we went in the world. Now, after what I've heard and seen today, things I could never have believed toys could do or say to our own, I've just realized you were never there at all.
Back at the station, Lieutenant Chuckles had got something to tell the two.
This confirms it has,
He wheezed.
You two have just connected dozens of bear killings. They look organized and racially targeted, so we have to stop this before it gets any higher up.
Chuckles puffed at the old soldier.
Look, Hasbro, he said. This cub's good, but I need you to keep him straight on this one. Need I remind you that Mayor Huggington is one of him? Let me tell you something, sir,
Hasbro snorted.
When a toy has had a playtime like I've had, seen the things I've seen, it's the making of you. Even better than Geppetto could.
Hasbro's words rattled in Ruxby's fuzzy ear.
You see now? Get full of sterner stuffing, Ruxby Bear, or it'll be on you if we sweep up more loose pieces of fluff bag.
As Ruxby stepped over his shattered partner and strode towards the soda storm outside, he simply muttered,
Don't worry, blockhead. You won't.
The fuzzy torso stayed with him all the way home. For this tired bear, the Toyburg he knew was washed down the drain. The sticky rain had cleaned it off real good. He now saw it for what it was. Even his home wasn't sweet enough to take the bitter taste out of his quivering mouth. Before he could get a drink to slow his spinning head, tiny Wellington Bear ran up to him.
Hi, Daddy,
He squealed.
how was your first day? I can't bear to tell the little fluff bag.
Ruxpy thought.
He would never understand. How could he?
But Wellington went on.
Daddy, please, what's wrong?
Ruxpy only had to look into Wellington's bright button eyes to begin forgetting what he'd seen.
It was fine,
He puffed.
It was fine. I'm just really tired. Am I glad to see you?
After being read a lovely story, little Wellington drifts off to slumberland. As he does, Ruxpy hears the cup string in the kitchen singing from downstairs. As the buoyant bear pads into his kitchen, he thinks to himself.
Who can be calling at this hour of bedtime?
He picks up the cup and says,
Hello? Detective Ruxpy Bear here. Let me have it.
Hasbrow let him have it.
Okay,
Ruxpy muttered.
just tell me where they found it.